Righto guys, welcome back. On today's episode, we're in here at DPU. We've got Wade here. Very exciting stuff. G320's going in.
Yep.
Multi-map select, and it's getting run up for 2 more tunes.
It is. Yep. Toe tune and a power tune.
Let's go.
It's been like a tidal wave. Every time you say my name, it's been like a tidal wave. It's been like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave.
Righto, in the shop now. Wade's going to run you through the existing turbo, the new turbo, and all the things that are going in the cruiser.
Cool, so we got the stock turbo here that we've just had removed. This is the GTurbo green wheel, G320. This is pretty much the first sort of stage that GTurbo offer up from the factory turbo to make, you know, some serious boost. We'll probably try and run this thing around the 30 PSI mark with the stock injectors. Here at Diesel Power, we like to use new parts when we're installing these turbo. Look, some people like to reuse the gaskets and the studs and whatnot. We don't do that. We like to replace everything. Part of warranty for the turbo, for GTurbo, and for us as a bit of protection, we like to do our oil filter, air filter, and new engine oil with every turbo we do, just to look after it. We're also going to throw in a 2-map select into this sucker. That's going to give the ability for a toe tune and a power tune. Basically running the toe tune much leaner than the power tune, and giving the safety option to be able to really lay on that power tune for a fun tune. So yeah, it should be good. Righto guys, we're back over at the car now. Just going to sort of give you a bit of a run through on, you know, what's involved in removing these 79 series turbos. First thing we do is we actually remove the studs entirely from the turbo from the top here, just to make it quite easier to get out. There's a couple of oil feed lines, oil drain, coolant feed drains as well, dump pipe and an intake pipe. Now, some of them can be tricky to get out, whether the vehicle's got, you know, collapsed engine mounts or soft engine mounts as such. You do have to employ a pry bar sometimes on the engine to raise it up to get them in and out, but once you know what you're doing, quite an easy job. You know, it can be done in a reasonable amount of time without removing engines or any of the fun stuff, so yeah.
Coy's running it up now behind me. You'll hear it, it's quite loud, but I'm super happy with it. All right, so car's off the dyno, everything's looking good. I've got Wade here with me now. You would have seen him at the start of the video. We're just going to go through the dyno sheet and he's going to talk you through the 2-map as well.
Yeah, cool. So we've just ripped her off the dyno. On the power tune, we've managed to squeeze 204 kilowatts out of this thing, which is really impressive on 37s with a stock airbox. I think on stock ejectors, aren't you? Yep, stock cooler. 811 newton meters of torque, all happening right up the front on the power tune, running a maximum of 31 pound of boost. We have put a fair bit of fuel in the front of this thing to get that G320 moving. Then it pulls out to about a 17.5 to 1 towards the end on the power tune. Now the toe tune, we're running it quite lean and safe on this one, up around that 20 to 1 through the middle. Peak boost of about 26, 27 pound right out the end, and obviously, you know, the power and torque's down a little bit, but the idea is to keep it super safe, be able to flick over to your power tune for a play tune. So this is our 2-map select in here. Red is the fun tune, green is the bit more boring toe tune, but super safe, and yeah, gives the ability to have a lot more power on your power tune than the toe tune. So yeah, come up really nice.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed and learnt a little bit about the cruiser, what the boys here at DPU do. They can work absolute magic. This is pretty well a basic step up from what you can just get out of a remap. So the things these boys do with red wheels, bigger injectors, coolers, the whole lot, you're looking at like 350 plus horsepower and some big numbers. But I'd like to say massive thank you.
Mate. No worries, enjoy.
And yeah, stay tuned. You'll see a quick first drive video. Big smile on my face. First drive so far feels good. Feels very good. It's got plenty of torque that comes early on. It's making good boost. You just feel it just wants to keep pulling. Yeah, this is sick. Oh man, that is so good. Righto, so I'm back home now. If you couldn't tell by those last couple clips, I'm absolutely stoked with the way that this thing drives. I could not imagine this thing with G350 and bigger injectors. Like, this thing boogies as it is. Just like to say a massive shout out to the boys at DPU. Yeah, big thanks to these guys. They worked absolute magic, and Cookie's bent over backwards to get that tune correct. So without him, this thing wouldn't be running the way that it is. Massive thanks to them. Go and get your car booked in, because man, it's crazy what those boys can do. Thank you for watching. See you later.